Gulch did to Toto.
Dorothy, please.
Oh, but A&M, Miss Gulch hit Toto right over the back with a rake just because she says he gets in her garden and chases her nasty old cat.
Dorothy, honey, it'll have to wait. We're busy.
But he doesn't do it every day, just once or twice a week. And I can't even catch her old cat anyway. And now she says she's gonna get the sheriff.
Come on, you two, step it up.
We're coming.
We gotta get them hogs in.
Honk, what am I gonna do about Miss Gulch?
Now look at Dorothy. Get used to your head about Miss Gulch. Think you have no brains at all.
I have so got brains.
Listen, kid. Are you gonna let the old Gulch heifer try and buffalo you? She ain't nothing to be afraid of. Have a little courage, that's all. Yes,
Annie M, do you know what Miss Gulch said she was going to do to Toto?
thank you.
Someplace where there isn't any trouble. Do you suppose there's such a thing, Toto? There must be. It's not a place you can get to on a boat or a train. Oh, far away, behind the moon, beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. The dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where sorrows melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
Mr. Gale! Mr. Gale! I want to see you and your wife right away! It's about Dorothy.
Dorothy, well, what has Dorothy done?
What she done? I'm all but lame from the bite of my leg.
So she bit you.
No, her dog.
So she bit her dog.
No. That dog's a menace to this community. I'm taking him to the sheriff to make sure he's destroyed.
Destroyed? Toto? Oh, you can't. You mustn't. Annie M, Uncle Henry, you won't let her, will you?
Of course we won't, will we, Em?
Please, Aunt M. Toto didn't mean to. He didn't know he was doing anything wrong. I'm the one who ought to be punished. I let him go in her garden. You can send me to bed without any supper.
If you don't hand over that dog, I'll bring it down the truth and they'll take your whole farm. There's a law protecting folks against dogs that bite.
How would it be if she keeps him tied up? He's really gentle. With gentle people, that is.
Well, that's for the sheriff to decide. Here's his order allowing you to take him, unless you want to go against the law.
Now, I'm afraid we can't go against the law, Dorothy. Poor Toto will have to go.
Now you're seeing reason.
I won't let you take him. You go away, you. I'll bite you myself.
Dorothy!
Uncle Henry, Annie M, don't let her take Toto. Don't let her take him, please.
Put him in the basket, Henry.
No, don't, Uncle Henry. No. a wicked old witch!
Elmira Gulch, just because you own half the county doesn't give you the power to run the rest of us. For 23 years, I've been dying to tell you how I felt about you. And now, well, being a Christian woman, I can't say it.
Toto, darling! You came back! Oh, I'm so glad. They'll be coming for you in a minute. We've got to go. We've got to run away quick.
Leaving so soon? Wait, let me guess. You're running away.
How did you guess?
Professor Marvel doesn't guess. He knows. Anyway, why are you running away?
Nobody cares about me at home.
Now, I wouldn't be sure of that.
No, honestly, they wouldn't even miss me. Annie M was even gonna let them kill Toto for biting Miss Gulch.
Here, sit down here. That's it. All right. There we go.
Why, it's beautiful.
Yes, it is. Now close your eyes and envision the happiest family memory. Now open them. Now gaze into the crystal ball with me. Aha! I see a woman. She's wearing a dress.
Is it a polka dot dress?
Yes, it is a polka dot dress. And her face is careworn.
Oh, that's Aunt M.
Is her name Emily?
That's right! What's she doing?
Well, she's walking into her little bedroom.
Does it have poppies on the wallpaper?
Yes, there are puppies on the wallpaper. And what's this? She's dropping down on the bed and putting her hand over her heart.
Oh no!
That's all. Crystal's gone dark.
Oh, you don't suppose she could really be sick, do you? We got to go. Come on, Toto. Goodbye, Professor Marvel.
You better get home quickly.
Thanks
There's
a
a
lot.
storm blowing up. A whopper. Poor kid. I hope she gets home all right.
Hunk, get them horses loose. Hickory, check on the pigs. Class this color can only mean one thing.
Henry, it's a twister! Spotted just down the way. And it's coming our way!
Dorothy! Dorothy! Dorothy!
Come on, everybody, get to the storm cellar.
Henry, I can't find Dorothy!
Annie M! Whoa. Annie M! Toto? Toto, where are you? Oh, there you are, Toto. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Now I know we're not in Kansas anymore.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Who, me? Why, I'm not a witch at all. I'm Dorothy Gale from Kansas.
Oh, well, is that the witch?
Who, Toto? Toto's my dog.
Well, I'm a little muddled. You see, the Munchkins called me because a new witch has just dropped a house on the Wicked Witch of the East. And there's the house, and here you are, and that's all that's left of the Wicked Witch of the East.
Oh, my.
And so, what the Munchkins want to know is, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
But I've already told you. I'm not a witch at all. Witches are old and ugly. What was that?
The Munchkins, they're laughing because I am a witch. I'm Glinda, the Witch of the North.
Oh, I beg your pardon, but I've never heard of a beautiful witch before.
Only bad witches are ugly.
I didn't know.
The Munchkins are happy because you have freed them from the Wicked Witch of the East.
But if you please, what are Munchkins?
The little people who live in this land. It's Munchkin land, and you are their national heroine, my dear. It's all right. You may all come out and thank her. It's all right. You may all come out. Come out wherever you are, and meet the young lady who fell from a star. She fell from the sky, she fell very far, and Kansas, she says, is the name of the star. She brings you good news, or haven't you heard? When she fell out of Kansas, a miracle occurred.
It really was no miracle. What happened was just this. The wind began to switch from house to pitch. And suddenly the hinges started to unhitch. Just then, the witch, who satisfied a ditch, went flying through the for a pitch. The house began to pitch. The kitchen took a switch. It landed on the Wicked Witch in the middle of it. Which was not a healthy situation.
Let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, you sleepyhead, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone where the cobwebs go below, 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 yo ho. Let's open up and sing and ring the bells out. Ding dong, merry-o, sing it high, sing it. Let them know the wicked witch is dead.
As mayor of the Munchkin City, in the county of the land of Oz, I welcome you most regally
But we've got to verify it legally to see
to see
if she is morally, ethically,
Spiritually, physically, positively, absolutely,
undeniably and reliably dead. As coroner, I must aver I thoroughly examined her, and she is not only merely dead, she's really most sincerely dead. Friends, this is a day of independence for all the Munchkins and their descendants. Let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
ding dong, the witch is dead. Rich old witch, the wicked witch. Let them know the I thought you said she was dead.
That was her sister, the Wicked Witch of the East. This is the Wicked Witch of the West, and she's worse than the other one was.
Who killed my sister? Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you? Answer me.
Leave her alone.
You stay out of this, Glinda. I'm here for vengeance. So it was you, wasn't it? You killed her, didn't you?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Accident, eh? Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too, and this is how I do it.
Aren't you forgetting the ruby slippers?
The ruby slippers. Yes, the slippers. They're gone. The ruby slippers. What have you done with them? Give them back to me or I'll...
It's too late. There they are, and there they'll stay.
Give me back my slippers. I'm the only one who knows how to use them. They're no use to you. Give them back to me. Give them back.
Their magic must be very powerful, or she wouldn't want them so badly.
You stay out of this, Glinda, or I'll fix you as well.
Oh, rubbish. You have no power here. Be gone before someone drops a house on you, too.
Very well. I'll bide my time. And as for you, my pretty, I may not be able to attend to you here and now as I'd like, but just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
It's all right. You can all get up. She's gone. I'm afraid you made a rather bad enemy of the Wicked Witch of the West. The sooner you get out of Oz altogether, the safer you'll sleep, my dear.
Oh, I'd do anything to get out of Oz altogether, but which is the way back to Kansas? I can't exactly go the way I came.
No, that's true. The only person who might know would be the great and wonderful Wizard of Oz himself.
The Wizard of Oz? Is he good or is he wicked?
Oh, very good, but very mysterious. He lives in Emerald City, which is a long way from here. Did you bring your broomstick with you?
No, I'm afraid I didn't.
Well, then you'll have to walk. The Munchkins will see you safely to the border of Munchkinland. And remember, never let those ruby slippers off your feet for a moment, or you will be at the mercy of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Well, how do I start for the Emerald City?
It's always best to start from the beginning, so just follow the yellow brick road.
What happens if I get lost?
Just follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road? My, people come and go so quickly here. Follow the yellow brick road.
I'm waiting for me. Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. You're off to see
Follow the yellow brick road. Now which way do we go?
Pardon me, but that way is a very nice way.
Who said that? Don't be silly, Toto. Scarecrows can't talk.
It's pleasant down that way, too.
That's funny. Wasn't he pointing the other way?
Of course, people do go both ways.
Why, you did say something, didn't you? Are you doing that on purpose, or can't you make up your mind?
That's the trouble. I can't make up my mind. I haven't got a brain at all. Only straw.
But how can you talk if you haven't got a brain?
I don't know. But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Well, I suppose you're right. We haven't met properly, have we?
Why no?
I'm Dorothy Gale, and this is my dog, Toto.
How do you do? Both of you.
Very good. And you?
Oh, I'm not feeling at all well. You see, it's very tedious being stuck up here all day with a pole down your back.
That must be terribly uncomfortable. Can't you get down?
Down? Well, you see,
Let me help you.
Of course, I'm not bright about doing things, but if you bend the nail down in the back, maybe I'll slip off. Whoa! Whoops, there goes some of me again.
Does it hurt you?
Oh no, I just keep picking it up and putting it back in again. My, it's good to be free. Whoa! Oh, but I'm a failure because I haven't got a brain.
Well, what would you do with a brain if you had one?
Do? Why, if I had a brain? I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching. If I only had a brain, I'd unravel every riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain.
With the things you'd be thinking you could do, all the thinking if you only had a brain.
Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore.
You could think of things you never thought before.
And then I'd sit and think some more.
You would not be just enough in
My head all full of stuffing.
your heart all full of pain.
Then perhaps I'd deserve you and be even worthy of you. If I only had a brain.
Why, if our Scarecrow back in Kansas could do that, crows would be scared to pieces.
They would?
Sure,
Where's Kansas?
that's where I live. And I want to get back there so badly that I'm going all the way to the Emerald City to ask the Wizard of Oz for some help.
Do you think that the Wizard of Oz could give me some brains?
I couldn't say. But even if he didn't, you'd be no worse off than you are now.
Yes, that is true.
Oh, but I've got a witch mad at me. You might get yourself into some trouble.
A witch, huh? I'm not afraid of a witch. I'm not afraid of anything. Except a lighted match.
Well, I don't blame you for that.
But I'd face a whole box full of them for the chance of getting some brains. Look, I won't be any trouble because I don't need a thing. And I won't try to manage things because I can't think. Won't you take me with you?
Of course I will.
Hooray! We're off to see the wizard! To Oz!
To Oz.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We find he is the whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
you? Give her back that apple. Thief, thief.
Well, it's just that we've been walking a long ways, and I was hungry.
She was hungry.
The audacity.
The nerve.
How would you like to have someone come along and pick something off of you?
Oh dear, I keep forgetting we're not in Kansas anymore.
I'll show you how to get apples. Come along, Dorothy. You don't want any of those apples.
What do you mean she doesn't want any of those apples?
Oh, no. It's just that she doesn't like little green worms.
How dare you?
Get 'em!
Take that!
Hooray! I guess that did it. Help yourself.
What is it, Toto? Why, it's a man. A man made out of tin. Did you say something?
He's oil can. Oil can what?
Oil can? Oh, here's an oil can. Where do you want to be oiled first?
He said his mouth?
Here you go.
I'll get the other side.
How's that?
I can talk again.
However did you get like this?
Well, about a year ago, I was in the forest minding my own business, chopping that tree over there, when it started to rain. And right in the middle of the chop, I rusted solid. And I've been that way ever since.
Oh, well, you're perfect now.
Perfect? Bang on my chest if you think I'm perfect. Go ahead. Bang on it.
Beautiful! What an echo!
It's empty. The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart.
No heart.
No heart. All hollow. When a man's an empty kettle, he should be on his mettle, but yet I'm torn apart. Just because I'm presuming that I could be kinda human if I only had a heart. I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy that shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. Picture me, a balcony, above a voice sings low.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
I hear a beat
How sweet.
just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion, and really feel the part. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy that shoots the arrows if I only had a heart.
That was wonderful. Why don't you come to the Emerald City with us to ask the Wizard of Oz for a heart?
Why, that's a long and dangerous journey, and it could rain along the way.
But you've just been saying how much you wanted a heart.
And I'll keep the oil can handy.
Well, suppose the wizard wouldn't give me a heart when we got there.
Oh, but he must. We've come such a long way already.
What is that?
For helping the little lady along, are you, my fine gentleman? Well, stay away from her, or we'll make a beehive out of you, Tin Man, and I'll stuff a mattress with you, Scarecrow. And as for you, my pretty, I wish you luck with the Wizard of Oz, and a happy journey back to Kansas.
Stuff a mattress with me. Ha! I'll see you get to the wizard whether I get a brain or not.
Beehive. Bah. I'll see to it that you get to Oz whether I get a heart or not. I'd like to see her and try and make a beehive out of me.
Well, you two are the best friends anybody could ever have.
To Oz?
To Oz.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I don't like this forest. It's dark and creepy.
I think it might get darker before it gets lighter.
Do you suppose we'll meet any wild animals?
We might.
Animals that eat straw?
Some, but mostly lions and tigers and bears
Lions?
And tigers?
and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Ah, put him up, put him up. I could fight you with one hand on my back. I could fight you standing on one foot. I could fight with my eyes closed.
Go away and leave us alone.
Oh, scared, huh? How long can you stay fresh in that can? Come on, get up and fight.
Yeah. Scarecrow, get up and fight him.
Me? What's wrong with you fighting him?
Well, I barely know him.
All right, Pee-wee, I guess it's you and me.
Shame on you.
What'd you do that for? I didn't bite him.
No, but you tried to. It's bad enough picking on straw men, but when you go around picking on poor little dogs.
You didn't have to go and hit me, did ya? Is my nose bleeding?
Of course not. What a big fuss you're making. You're nothing but a coward.
You're right. I am a coward. I haven't any courage at all. Look at the circles under my eyes. I haven't slept in weeks.
Why don't you try counting sheep?
That doesn't do any good. I'm afraid of them.
Do you think that the wizard would help him too?
Well, I don't see why not.
Wouldn't you feel to be seen in the company of a cowardly lion? I would. Yes, it's sad, believe me, missy, when we're born to be a sissy without the women verb. I would only show my prowess, be a lion, not a mouse, if I only had the knife. I'm afraid there's no denying that I'm just a dandelion, a fate I don't deserve. I'd be brave as the blizzard.
I'd be gentle as a lizard.
I'd be clever, the gizzard.
If the wizard is a wizard,
Then I'm sure to get a brain.
A heart.
a home.
The knife. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
All the worse for you then. When I get those ruby slippers, I'll have the greatest power in all of Oz. Now, something with a little sting in its step. Jitterbugs. Yes, my lovely dancing jitterbugs. Show yourselves. Make her dance, 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 till she dance away those ruby slippers. Now go.
Did you just hear what I just heard?
That noise don't come from an ordinary bird.
It may be just a cricket or a critter in the trees.
It's giving me the jitters and the joints around the knees.
I think I see a shadow when it's fuzzy and it's furry.
I haven't got a brain, but I think I ought to worry.
I haven't got a heart, but I feel a palpitation.
As monarch of the forest, I don't like the situation.
Think a state of rattle and fill us full of heart?
I'd like to roar him down, but I think I lost my roarer. Is that hiding in the treetops? Is that rascal? Should you catch him buzzing round you, keep away from. Oh, the bees and the breeze and the bats and the trees have a terrible, horrible buzz. But the bees and the breeze and the bats and the trees couldn't do what the jitterbug does. So just be careful of that rascal. Keep away from the jitterbug. The jitterbug.
That's right. You're dead.
land of Oz rang that bell?
We did.
State your business.
We
want to see the wizard.
The wizard? But nobody gets to see the wizard. Even I've never seen him.
Oh, but we must. The Good Witch of the North sent me.
Prove it.
Oh, she's wearing the ruby slippers she gave her.
And she is. Welcome to Emerald City, home of the great and powerful wizard Oz.
Run.
I'm so nervous.
Jolly good fun.
That's how we love the day away in the Maryland,
Who's her? Who's her?
It's the witch. She followed us here.
Can't she take no for an answer?
Good people of Oz, listen and listen well. Bring forward the pretty one who goes by the name of Dorothy. Dorothy? Who's Dorothy? So, that's how you're going to play it. Well then, here's a little message for the girl. See that she gets it.
Now what are we going to do?
Well, we have to hurry if we want to see the wizard.
Look, there's a guard over there. Maybe he can help us.
Could you point us in the direction of the wizard? We'd like to see him if you please, sir. All four of us.
Nobody can see the great Oz. Nobody not now.
Oh, but we must.
I got a permanent just for the occasion.
Nobody not now.
But she's Dorothy.
The witch is Dorothy? Well, that makes a difference. Just wait here, I'll announce you at once.
Did you hear that? He'll announce us at once. I'm as good as got my brain.
I can barely hear my heart beating.
I'll be home in time for supper.
In another hour, I'll be king of the forest. If I were king of the forest, not duke, not queen, not prince, my regal robes of the forest would be satin, not cotton, not chintz. I'd command each thing, be it fish or fowl, with a woof and a woof and a royal growl. As I click my heels, all the trees would kneel, and the mountains bow, and the bulls kowtow, and the sparrows would take wing. If I were king.
Your Majesty, if you were king, you wouldn't be afraid of anything?
Not nobody, not know how.
Not even rhinoceros?
Imposterous.
How about a hippopotamus?
Why, I'd thrash him top to bottomest.
Supposing you meant elephant.
I'd wrap him up in cellophant.
What if it were a brontosaurus?
I'd show him who is king of the forest.
How?
How? Courage! What makes a king out of a slave? Courage! Makes a flag on the mast to wave. Courage! What makes the elephant charge his tusk in the misty mist or dusky dust? What makes the hot and hot so hot? What puts the ape in apricot? What have they got that I ain't got? Courage! You can say that again.
came all this way for nothing.
And I thought I was on my way home.
Don't cry, Dorothy.
Annie was so good to me, and I never appreciated it. Running away and hurting her feelings. Professor Marvel says she was sick. She could be dying, and it's all my fault. I'll never forgive myself. Never.
Please, please don't cry anymore. I'll get you in to see the wizard somehow. Come on. I had an answer myself.
I really don't want to see this wizard fella that much.
Oh, he's just scared again.
Don't you know the wizard's going to give you some courage?
I'd be too scared to ask him for it.
Oh, well, then we'll ask him for you.
I'd sooner wait outside.
Oh, come on.
Ah! What was it?
Somebody pulled my tail.
You did that to yourself.
Oh, okay. I am Oz, the great and powerful. Who are you?
If you please, sir, I'm Dorothy the Small and Meek. We've come to ask you for some assistance.
Silence!
Jiminy Crickets!
The great Oz knows why you have come. Step forward, Tin Man.
That's me.
You dare come to ask me for a heart, do you? You clanking collection of collagenous junk!
Well, you see, a while back we were on the yellow brick road and...
Quiet!
Oh,
And you, Scarecrow, you have the effrontery to ask me for a brain, do you? You billowing bale of bovine fodder!
Your Honor. Your Excellency. Your wizardry.
Enough! And you, lion!
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, frightening him like that, when he came to you for help.
Silence, whippersnapper! The great Oz has every intention of granting your request.
What's that? What do you say?
But first, you must perform a very small test. Bring me the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West.
but to do that, we'd have to kill her.
Bring me the broomstick and I'll grant your request. Now go.
But what if she kills us first?
I said go!
Haunted forest?
Witch's castle 1 mile.
I'd turn back if I were you.
That's the best news I've ever heard.
Oh, no, you don't.
You know something? I believe that there's spooks around here.
Spooks?
You believe in spooks?
Spooks? That's ridiculous. Well, you'd have to be
I do believe in spooks. I do. I believe in spooks.
The that before I finish with you. Welcome to the haunted forest. I'd like you to meet a friend of mine.
What's that? Ooh.
They're lovely slippers, aren't they, Nico? Now be a good boy and invite a few of your friends to the party. Now get me the girl and her dog. Do what you like with the others and make sure the girl's alive and unharmed. Take special care of those ruby slippers. I want them most of all. Now fly, fly!
way. Shoo! Shoo!
What happened to you?
First they tore my legs off, and then they threw them over there. Then they tore my chest out, and then they threw them over there.
Well, that's you all over.
They sure knocked the stuffings out of you.
This is the last straw. Now put me back together so that we can go find Dorothy.
You capture the girl and her dog? Such a good little monkey. Bring me the dog! What a nice little dog. Nico, where's our manners? It's time to entertain our guests. Bring me the girl! What an unexpected pleasure, my dear. It's so kind of you to visit me, my loneliness.
What are you going to do with my dog? Give him back to me.
All in good time, my little pretty. All in good time.
Oh, please give me back my dog.
Certainly, certainly. When you give me those slippers.
But the Good Witch of the North told me not to.
Very well. Nico, my pet. Tie a rock around the mangy dog's neck and toss him in the river. We cannot watch him drown.
No. You can have your old slippers. Just give me back Toto.
That's a good little girl. I knew you'd see reason. Ah! Ah! Ah!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Can I still have my dog?
No! Fool that I am! The slippers will never come off as long as you're alive!
What are you going to do?
It's not what I'm going to do that's worrying me. It's how to do it. These things must be done delicately.
Run, Toto! Run!
Catch him, you fool!
He got away! He got away!
Which is more than you will! Drag you and your dog. You see this hourglass? That's how much longer you've got to be alive, my pretty. And it isn't long!
Look, the witch's castle. We made it.
But how can we find Dorothy?
My paws are getting all tired of all this searching, guys.
It's Toto. Where have you been?
He's not looking very animated.
Whatever the witch done to him must have taken some of his joy out of him.
What's he saying?
The Wicked Witch has Dorothy locked in her tower, guys.
I'd hate to think of poor Dorothy in that awful place.
Don't cry now. We haven't got the oil can with us, and you've been squeaking enough as it is.
What's them? What's them?
They're Winkies, the witch's guards.
Get him away! Get him away!
I've got a plan to get us in there.
He's got a plan.
And you're going to lead us.
Me?
Yes, you.
All right. I'll go in there for Dorothy. Wicked Witch or no Wicked Witch, gods or no gods, I'll tear him apart. There's only one thing I want you fellas to do.
What's that?
Talk me out of it.
When all the world is a hopeless
Dorothy, I hope you can somehow hear me wherever you are. We're trying to find you, dear. We want you to come home, Dorothy. Please come home. Come home to us safe and sound.
Oh, I want to, Annie M. I really want to. I'm here in Oz, locked up in the witch's castle, and I'm so afraid. I don't know what to do.
Dorothy, dear, come home. Just come home. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why?
Trying to break up the happy reunion.
No, Annie M! Come back! Please come back!
I'll give you Annie M, my pretty. Nico, gather up the Winky guards. Her time is nearly up.
Back to your watch.
You heard him. Keep moving. Keep moving.
You haven't forgotten your old pals, have you?
Oh, you came back? How did you manage it?
Well, Scarecrow had the idea.
And Lion wrote him down.
And Tin Man somehow knew exactly where to find you.
Toto!
Did they hurt you?
No, I'm all right. We've got to get out of here.
Hi, my little party's just beginning. Guards, seize them! Ring around a rosy, pocket full of spears. Thought you'd be pretty foxy, didn't you? Why, I'm gonna start you right here, one after the other. The last to go will see the first three go before her. And her mangy little dog, too. Where to begin? How about a little fire, Scarecrow? No! Help! 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 Look what you've done! I'm melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Look at that girl like you can destroy my beautiful wickedness! Oh, look out! Look out! She's dead! You killed her!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill her.
All hail the Wicked Witch is dead!
Hail Dorothy, the Wicked Witch is dead.
The broom, may we have it?
Please, take it with you.
Now we can go back to the Wizard of Oz and tell him that the Wicked Witch at last is dead.
Yay! Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the Wicked Witch. Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is dead. And ring the bells of ding dong, ready up. Sing it high, sing it low. Let them know the Wicked Witch is
Why have you come back?
We brought you the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West, and we'd like you to keep your promise, if you please, sir.
Go away and come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? But I want to go home now.
You've had enough time already.
Yeah. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. Go, before I lose my temper. The great and powerful Oz has spoken.
Who are you?
Well, I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
You are a very bad man.
Oh no, my dear, I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad wizard.
You better be good enough to send Dorothy back to Kansas.
What about Tin Man's heart?
And Scarecrow's brain.
And the courage you promised the Cowardly Lion.
But you've all got them. You've had them this whole time.
Oh, no, we haven't.
Why, of course. Scarecrow, anyone can have a brain. That's a very mediocre commodity. Back where I come from, we have universities where men become great thinkers. And they have no more brains than you have. But they have something that you don't. A diploma.
A diploma?
It's in here somewhere.
Gee.
Therefore, I hereby confer upon you honorary degree of THD.
THD?
Doctor of Thinkology.
The sum of the square root of two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side. Oh, joy, rapture. I've got a brain! How could I ever thank you enough?
Well, you can't. As for you, my lion friend, you are under the delusion because you run away from danger. You have no courage. You're confusing courage with wisdom. Back where I come from, we have men who are called heroes, and they have no more courage than you have. But they have something that you don't. A medal. Gosh, this bag's not organized. Therefore, for conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, I award you the Triple Cross.
The Triple Cross?
You are now an honorary member of the Legion of Courage.
Shucks, folks. I'm speechless.
As for you, my galvanized tin friend, you own a heart, do you? You don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will not be made practical until they are made unbreakable.
But I still want one.
Of course. Back where I come from, we have men who do nothing all day but good deeds, and their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they have something that you have something that they don't. A testimonial.
A testimonial? Did you hear that?
Therefore, we award you with a small token of our esteem and affection. And remember, a heart is not judged by how much you love, but how much you are loved by others.
It ticks.
Hey, what about Dorothy?
Yeah, what about Dorothy?
Well, I'm not sure there's anything in that bag for me.
The only way to get Dorothy back to Kansas is for me to take her there myself.
But are you a clever enough wizard to manage it?
I'm an old Kansas man myself, premier balloonist in the Miracle Wonderland Carnival Company. Until one day, the balloon failed to return to the fair.
It did?
And then the winds began to change in the heart, and the balloon floated down into this heart of this noble city, where I was instantly acclaimed Oz, first wizard deluxe.
Oh.
And in that balloon, I shall take you to the land of E Pluribus Unum.
Did you hear that? He's going to take me home.
And here's our balloon now.
Oh, my.
Marvelous, isn't it?
Yes.
I hereby decree that the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion shall rule in my stead. Obey them as you would me.
No! Toto, come back here!
Dorothy, we're taking off.
No! Don't leave without me!
I can't. I don't know how to control
She's
it.
there. Wait.
Goodbye.
No!
Goodbye.
Come back!
Goodbye. Bye, folks.
Now he'll never get home.
Thanks.
Look, there's somebody who might be able to help you.
Any longer. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas.
I have?
Then why didn't you tell her earlier?
She had to learn it for herself.
Well, what if you learned, Dorothy?
Well, I think that it wasn't enough just to want to see Uncle Henry and Auntie Em, but, well, that if I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't go any further than my own backyard. Because if it isn't there, I never really lost it to begin with. Is that right?
That's all it is.
I should have felt it in my heart.
I should have thought of that for you. That's so easy.
She had to learn it for herself. Now, those ruby slippers will take you home in 3 seconds.
Toto too?
Toto too.
Now?
Whenever you wish.
It's going to be so hard to say goodbye. Bye, Tin Man. Don't cry. You rust dreadfully. Here's your oil can.
Now I know I have a heart, 'cause it's breaking.
Goodbye, Lion. I'll miss the way you used to holler for help before you found your courage.
I wouldn't have found it if it weren't for you.
No, Scarecrow. I think I miss you most of all.
Are you ready now?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Now, all you have to do is tap your heels together 3 times and think to yourself, there's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Dorothy!
No place.
Dorothy, dear. It's Aunt Em, darling.
Aunt Em, it's you.
Hello there, anybody home? I just dropped by because I heard a little girl got caught in a big... Well, she seems fine now.
She got quite a bump on the head. For a minute there, we thought we were going to lose her.
Oh, but I did leave you, Uncle Henry. I tried to get back to you for days and days.
There. It was just a bad dream.
Remember me, you old pal Hunk?
And me, Hickory?
You couldn't forget my face, could you?
But it wasn't a dream. It was a place. You were there, and you were there, and you were there. But you couldn't have been, could you?
Oh, we dream lots of silly things.
No, Aunt Em. This was a real, truly live place. And I remember that some of it wasn't very nice. But most of it was beautiful. And all I could sing to everybody was that I want to go home. And they sent me home. Doesn't anybody believe me?
Of course we believe you, Dorothy.
Oh, but anyway, Toto, we're home. Home. And this is my room. And you're all here. And I'm not going to leave here ever, ever again. Because I love you all. And oh, Aunt Em, there's no place like home. close the curtain, we'd like to give a special thanks to some adults that this couldn't have been possible without. So, could Mrs. Capozzi please come up to the stage? Could Mrs. Stone please come up to the stage?
She was the choreographer. She did an amazing job.
What are we supposed to say? Could Mrs. Muller please come up to the stage? Mrs. Muller? Could Mrs. McQuarrie please come up to the stage? Could Mrs. Pride come up to the stage, please? She's the owner of the dog. What?
Zoe's mom.
Yeah.
Mrs. Pry.
We'd also like to give a big thanks to Miss Soliday.
So thank you all for coming, and we hope you enjoyed our play.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone. This has been. Is it on?
Didn't sound like it.
This has been. I don't know if my mic's on or not.
It's on back there.
Testing.
Yep.
Okay. This has been an absolute pleasure to do this show. It's been one of the hardest ones we have ever done. And this cast and crew of over 55 kids and adults has been a great joy to work with. They've all been great, but you know what? It takes more than these people to do the show. It takes people that are out in the audience. Can I have everyone who has helped with this show in any way stand up, please? Stand up, stand up, stand up. Thank you. A big shout out to Mrs. Saylor for the ticket sales. And a big shout out to Miss Stone, my sidekick. Come on up here. She has been there for the whole shebang, and I appreciate her input and everything she's done for the show. We need kids to stay up here for a picture, and if you would, you can take a picture of the cast if you would like to, and also if you would be able to help put chairs away, that would be great. And oh, I have one more thing. I would like to recognize our 8th graders. We have our 8th graders, which won't be coming back for us next year, and we'll miss them. Riley Marflock. Kylie. Carly. Henry. Aaron. Josh. Lauren. And Maria. Kate. And you know what, as I'm standing up here, I realized I have made a mistake, and I don't like to admit that, but I have made a mistake. I have forgotten one of our 8th graders because his name was not on my original cast list. He kind of sailed in at the last minute to help us run these spotlights, and that was Sam Yangula, and I owe you a Hershey bar, Sam. Oh. And I've forgotten another one that sailed in also at the last minute, Dimitri. He helped run our sound. Thank you guys. We'll just take a quick picture and then you can have your children back for the evening. Thank you.